Hey there, Fireflies! We're back with Hearthstone. Been playing a lot of this lately, been enjoying the hell out of it, and I think I've progressed since those little tutorial missions you saw before. That was kind of a disaster now, wasn't it? Now, I have played a bit, as I did say, and I've definitely progressed. I've gotten my priest up to level 19. Pretty much everybody else is under level 10. I'm very much enjoying the priest. I've actually understood it quite well. And this is just a fun game. It's consuming all of my goddamn time. I don't know where the hours are going, but it's probably going into the yawning maw that is this TCG. Now, I have unlocked a new mode called the Arena, and I'm really interested in trying this out. I know that my first arena run is free, so I figured I'd just go through that, guys, with you. And depending on how much gold I have I have enough for another one. So I might do 2 arena runs and throw them up on the channel. How do you guys think about that? Well, too bad. I don't care if you don't like it. I am doing at least 1. So, let's do this, shall we? It gives me a very good excuse to play the game. Alright. Now, with Arena, you make basically what's called a draft deck. You get pretty much all random cards, and you have to select from one of 3 heroes. Now, I've played a little bit of the mage. I do like the mage quite a bit. I like the level of control that a mage can do. Haven't really played warlock, but I do know that it's not really a great class to play on the arena, because it relies heavily on demons, which you're not guaranteed to get. And warrior is pretty good. They get a lot of weapons and a lot of other fun little toys, but I think I'm gonna go with mage because that's what I'm most comfortable with playing.
Pick a card to add to your deck.
Alright, so we got a pint-sized summoner, an ancient mage, and a twilight drake. Now, I don't have any of these cards unlocked, it's worth noting. So, it seems like it does allow you to pick any card in the game. Alright, so let's go with a pint-sized summoner. That's a pretty useful card. It's for 2 mana. First minion you play in each turn costs 1 mana less. Very useful. Alright, Arcane Intellect, Venture Co, Mercenary, and Flame Strike. Flame Strike is very solid removal. Rather expensive, but it does damage all 4 enemies. It deals 4 damage to all enemy minions, which is pretty damn effective, especially if you have a couple of cards that increase your spell power. And then there's also Arcane Intellect, which gives me some card draw. Definitely want the card draw. Another Flame Strike. It is possible to get multiple of these. Alright, we have a Young Dragonhawk. Very useful if you can buff it. It's a Wind Fury, which means it can attack twice. It's just a 1-1, but, you know, make that a 2-1 or a 3-1 or a 2-2. Suddenly it does 4 damage or 6 damage in a single turn. Very damn effective. And then there's that Flame Strike. Stormpike Commando's not bad. It's a 5, it deals 2 damage when you play it out, and then it's a 4-2. So it can deal a lot of damage really shortly, and it can remove a pesky creature, even through a taunt wall, so not sure what I want. I'm gonna go with the Flame Strike. Very heavy removal for late game. Alright, Silverhand Knight gives me a 2-2 Squire and a 4-4 creature. Iron Fur Grizzly. We definitely want some taunt, and we haven't gotten any taunt yet, so there we go. Alright, so we have a Bloodsail Raider. Gain attack equal to the attack of your weapon. We're playing a mage. They don't have any weapons. We have the Spiteful Smith. Your weapon has +2 attack. Again, we do not have weapons, so these 2 cards are useless. Looks like we're going with the Stormpike. Alright, we have a Jungle Panther, Stealth. It's a 4-2. Very useful card. Doesn't always work the right way, though. It does die pretty quickly, but you are guaranteed that 4 damage as long as the person doesn't play a taunt card. Then we have a Frostbolt. It does 3 damage to a character and freezes it. Extremely useful. It's a very good spell card for this particular deck to have, and I think I definitely want to be going heavy on spells if I'm playing a mage, so Frostbolt. Hopefully we'll get some things with spell power later on. Alright, we have a Tauren Warrior, which is a Taunt Enrage, which gives it a +3 attack. Enraged means that when it gets damage, it gets an additional power, and the Rage is the +3 attack, so it'll bring it up to a 5-3. Also, it's also a fairly decent taunt card for 3. I like it, but here we have the Gurabashi Berserker. Whenever this minion takes damage, give it +3 attack. Now, I have Flame Strike, which is my hero power. It'll, Flame Strike? No. Fire Blast, whatever it is. Which will allow me to poke this creature, give it another +3 attack, and I can keep on doing that until it's dead. This is a very strong card, and I'm definitely going to take it into the deck. Alright, we have a Dragonling Mechanic, which gives me a 2-1 Mechanical Dragonling on top of it being a 2-4 creature for 4 mana. Not bad. That said, I think we're going to want to take the Frostwolf Grunt because it's more taunt for the deck, and I definitely want some more taunts. Alright, we're going to ignore anything that gives bonuses to weapons because, no, we don't have weapons in this deck. So we're going to have to take the Voodoo Doctor. The Reckless Rocketeer is for 6 mana, 5 damage, and a charge. Typically, that only trades for 1 creature, or it deals 5 damage to the enemy character. 5 damage is nothing to gawk at, but really there are more useful things that I could be buying with 6 mana. So let's go with the Voodoo Doctor. Alright. Gadget Zan Auctioneer. It's been forever since I've played Warcraft, so I don't know how to pronounce any of this crap anymore. Whenever you cast a spell, draw a card. Very useful, especially if I get some more spells. Alarmobot. At the start of your turn, swap this minion to a random card in your hand. Very useful if you have some heavy cost minions in your hand and you want to get them out for cheap. The thing is, these typically draw a lot of fire. They're kind of bullet spongy, so people want to get rid of them very quickly. So it could be used as a double bluff, but then again, who knows? All depends on how the flow of the battle goes, I suppose. Mind Control Technician. Battlecry, if your opponent has 4 or more minions, take 1 at random. Very RNG card, also very situational. Not very good for Arena, I wouldn't think. I've watched a lot of Arena play, so I'm kind of used to how the flow goes. So I think I'm going to go with the... one of these two. Let's go with the Auctioneer. Can't guarantee that we're going to be getting a bunch of spells, but we should aim for it. Flesh-Eating Ghoul, always a great card to take, period. Whenever a minion dies, you gain +1 attack. Great card to have. Alright, Ancient Mage, Questing Adventurer, and Azure Drake. Questing Adventurer is a very overpowered card, hence we're going to take it. The spell damage is definitely useful, but we haven't gotten enough spells yet to justify it, so Questing Adventurer. Alright, so we have a Young Dragonhawk, Mad Bomber, and Oasis Snapjaw. Do not like either of these cards, especially the Mad Bomber. Never trust the Mad Bomber. It is an asshole. It deals 3 damage, randomly split between all other characters on the field. That includes your hero, that includes all your cards, that includes all the enemy's minions, and it includes the enemy hero. So all 3 damage could get dumped on your hero. Yeah, kinda sucks. Alright, Dragonhawk. Alright, Cone of Cold, Chillwind Yeti, and Acidic Swamp Ooze. Acidic Swamp Ooze is pretty great for a 2. Its Battlecry allows you to destroy an opponent's weapon. It is basically equivalent to the Bloodfen Raptor, so very useful card, especially if you're going up against a weapon-heavy deck like the Warriors. But, again, very situational. There are quite a few enemies that actually don't use weapons, so might not always be the best choice. Chillwind Yeti, very solid minion, 4/5, and then Cone of Cold. We want more spells, so let's take the Cone of Cold. Frost Nova, very solid control, let's do that. Could take either of the other two for more card draw, but... Alright, Arcane Explosion, another spell. Very solid spell, good removal. Deals 1 damage to all enemy minions. Give that spell power, and then it takes care of itself. Shattered Sun Cleric, one of my favorite cards in the game. Mirror Entity. When your opponent plays a minion, summon a copy of it. Decent spell. Let's go with the Shattered Sun Cleric. It'll go very good with the Young Dragonhawk. Alright, we got a Magma Rager, Jungle Panther, and another Cone of Colds. Could always use some more control. Arcane Missiles, Archmage, very, very decent card. Let's go with the Archmage. Get some more higher cost cards in here. Here's my mana curve. Definitely want to try to even this out a little bit more. Blizzard, very decent removal card. Abomination, decent minion. And an Alarmobot. Let's grab the spell. Another Arcane Intellect. I think we only have one so far, which is pretty decent card draw. Our other options are a card that buffs our weapon and a card that buffs other Murlocs. So we don't have any Murlocs in our deck, so let's go with the Arcane Intellect. Alright, another Arcane Intellect, a Mana Worm, and then a Frost Elemental. Mana Worm is pretty interesting. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain +1 attack on the creature, and I believe that's permanent. It's not just for the turn. We also need more 1-drops, so let's go with the Mana Worm. Fireball, very solid card. We also have the Argent Squire, which is 1/1 with a Divine Shield. Not that bad, and then the Dalaran Mage, wow, I'm an idiot, which gives us the increased spell damage we were looking for, so Fireball would be pretty good. I think we have too many 3 costs as it is, so let's go with the Fireball. Another Cone of Cold, a Silver Moon Guardian, and a Razorfen Hunter. Could go with the next Cone of Cold. Wouldn't be that bad of a choice to have 3 of those in the deck. Very solid control card. That said, we have quite a few 3-drops. Let's get another 4-drop. Alright. Celsi Deckhand has charge when you have a weapon equipped. We're ignoring that. Raid Leader and Earthen Ring Farseer, which restores 3 health. Let's go with the Raid Leader. Gives all of our creatures +1 attack. Murloc Tide Caller. Whenever a Murloc is summoned, it's gain +1 attack. Absolutely no for us. The next secret you play this turn costs 0, which is the Kirin Tor Mage. I don't think we have any secrets. Might want to consider taking one. Let's do so. Whenever a minion attacks your hero, destroy it. Alright, another Flame Strike, Mana Worm, or a Kobold Geomancer. Let's go with the Kobold Geomancer. And I think now we'll take that Flame Strike, or we can take an Ogre Magi. Let's take the Ogre Magi. Alright, Frostbolt, Cult Master. Whenever one of your minions dies, draw a card. Very, very decent card. I like this a lot. We definitely want a high amount of card draw, so let's go with that. Our mana curve is really weird, but I think it's within acceptable limits. Yeah. Do we want to grab something less expensive like the Mana Wraith? It makes all minions cost 1 more, and we are kind of spell heavy, so it probably won't hurt us all that much. Or we could go with the Blizzard, or we could go with the Emperor Cobra. Not bad choices. Let's go with the Blizzard. I like having a lot of control. This deck is probably going to fail pretty hard, because I've never done an arena before. Like I said, I've watched a lot of it. We also don't have very many high-cost, very powerful creatures. Most of our creatures are on the low end, but we do have some very effective spells. So, could go either way. We could go pretty far, or we could fall on our face completely. Your arena deck expires after you lose 3 games, and then you get your rewards. Your rewards are based on how many times you actually win, so... Blizzard developer. Oh my. No. That would suck, though. Alright, so we're fighting Hatred, the Warlock.
You asked for it.
Okay, so we get to go first. Looks like we have 2 Cones of Cold and a Mana Worm. Let's keep the Mana Worm and keep one of the Cone of Colds. Alright, looks like we got a Raid Leader. Not the best situation on the planet, but... And then we got an Arcane Intellect. He's got the coin. And he gets to go second, so he has the benefit of seeing what I'm doing. Alright. Now we do have the Fire Blast to take out a weak creature if he does play it next turn. He does no such thing. We have the Cult Master. So we can poke him, Fire Blast him. And now he's down to 28. Not the worst opening play ever. Alright, what's he gonna do? What's he got for us?
Me, friend.
Youthful Brewmaster returns a friendly card to your hand. Very decent card to play. But he didn't have any cards to return, so he does not get the benefit of that, which is unfortunate for him. Alright, let's draw a Arcane Intellect, which increases his attack power. Yep. Good. Now, I could either trade for the Youthful Brewmaster, or I could do some direct damage to him. Since we're already ahead, I think I'm gonna straight attack him. Force him to respond to me. Now, he very well could just get rid of this creature this turn. No, he's gonna go straight at me. He's gonna coin. Which gives him 4 mana. And the Senjin Shieldmaster. Alright. Looks like we do have a Blizzard. Interesting choice. Or we could Cone of Cold. Which we might do. That'd bring this up to a 3. But then we couldn't really do anything. I could freeze all of his minions and try to play for time. Yeah, let's freeze his minions, play for time. Play the Geomancer. Alright, there we go. And then the Cone of Cold will do 2 damage next round. Ah, my friend Palmer's talking to me. Not now, Palmer. Alright. Okay, good night, Palmer. That was rather strange. Probably has no idea I'm recording right now.
Many possibilities.
Alright, Warlock. Oh, Hellfire. Didn't really expect that. That kind of sucked. Don't know why he didn't attack afterward. He kind of had a free opening there. Well, that will allow me to play my Ogre Magi unmolested, so let's do that. Again, increasing our spell damage up, so we could easily take him out. Don't want to use the Cone of Cold, though. This guy's playing rather oddly, to say the least.
Just me and Mr. Bitey.
Ah, Dragonling Mechanic. Now, we can actually get rid of most of those with a single Blizzard. Which might be worth doing. Yeah, let's do that. That freezes it so it can't attack this turn, so I don't even have to pay attention to it. Strike right through. Keep on going. Then we can probably play our Raid Leader next turn. Ow. Oh, right. That's its death rattle. Dealt some damage to him. Alright, we need to be a little bit careful because that is a big stompy creature. It's rather intimidating. Could do a Cone of Cold, which will make this creature completely useless, and it'll also... Yeah, so that will have dealt damage to him without doing any damage to us. It'll freeze that in place so it can't attack us. And it will also get rid of the mechanics. So let's Cone of Cold. And let's hope we get a silence creature sometime in the future. Could play a Taunt, but we don't really have to. Let's play the Taunt, play on the safe side, and then deal 1 damage to it. There we go. Oh, right, we didn't get any silence. What do I mean, hope for a silence creature? Sometimes I don't know where my brain's at.
You gotta be kidding me!
Vengerco Mercenary. We did have the option to take that earlier, but we decided not to. Alright. We're gonna throw a fireball directly at that, make it completely useless for him. And then we're gonna...
Time for killing.
swing away with this guy. Because he has no use to us beyond that. We're gonna play our Cult Master. And then we're gonna poke him. There we go. Alright, we still have a blizzard, we still have a cone of cold, and we still have a raid leader. Fucking hell! And now he's gonna sense demons. Of course he's gonna sense demons. Alright. Now that does 2 damage to all characters. So we can...
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Let's buff up the cult leader. That gets us a card. Now he's gonna deal damage. But we're okay. Now we can do Arcane Intellect for more card draw. Gets us our Dragonhawk and our Guribashi Berserker. And then we have a raid leader. 6 damage. This guy's almost done. We don't have another fireball. There we go. He gives up. Awesome. We've won our first arena match, guys. That was solid. I'm rather proud of myself. Well, maybe this deck is not that horrible. So every time we win, our key gets better, and we will get better rewards when this is over. Let's play another one. I'm excited now. My blood's pumping. Eager to see what we get as a reward. I can't say I'm amazing at this game, but I am passable. So, hopefully we're not just flaunting in front of everybody. StarCraft Pro, Dastardly Dread Knight, Death Knight. Alright. Arrow the Paladin. Alright. We do go first. We've got a pint-sized summoner. Stormpike Commando, not really useful right now. Let's keep these 2. Let's hope we get one of our 1-drops. We do not, but we do get a Frost Nova. We are going first, so there's not too many chances of MB. Ah, okay, we got the Dragonhawk. There we go. Done and done. He doesn't have too much direct removal, so it's almost guaranteed that he's going to be able to do some damage. Alright, what's he going to do? Fairy Dragon! That thing's a pain in the ass. It cannot be targeted by spells or hero abilities. But it doesn't mean anything against Frost Nova, which would freeze it in place. Could be a choice. It's either that or we play the pint-sized summoner.
I wonder.
Either way, we're going to do 2 damage direct to him. That could come more useful later. So let's play the pint-sized summoner, give him some more targets, and then deal 2 damage directly to him. I'd say that the Dragonhawk is slightly more dangerous, so he does have to be wary of that. That said, he could attack me directly. Who knows what he's gonna play? Yeah, he's getting rid of the Dragonhawk, as I figured he would.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, so we can play our Ironfur Grizzly. I don't think we can play both. No, in fact, most assuredly we cannot play both. Conversely, we can just use Cone of Cold and get rid of both of these, which I think we may very well do. Now, I can't target that thing, but it doesn't mean that I can't affect it. Goodbye. Deal some more damage. Pint-sized Summoner, pretty useful card. Next round, we will be able to play the Kobold Geomancer and the Ironfur Grizzly, assuming something better doesn't come out. And we still have our Frost Nova. Imp Master, kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. Alright, so we have an Ogre Magi instead. Huh. Nah. Let's do what we said we would do. And then trade for 1. There we go. What's he gonna do? Let's take this and fire a catapult, shall we? Dark Iron Dwarf. Not bad of a choice. That's gonna get rid of that. And he does have one imp left. Could Frostbolt. Not a bad choice. Let's play the Ogre Magi. It could deal 5 damage directly to him. Let's Frostbolt this guy. Get rid of the imp. Deal damage direct to him. Gotta keep our board dominance. We are using a lot of cards. We don't have too many, but we do have some cards that can help us with that later on down the line. We do have some stuff that can search our deck. Knife Juggler. Son of a bitch. This thing is a very RNG card. Got rid of our pint-sized summoner. Exactly what I think he wanted it to do. We do have our Stormpike Commando, though, which means we can get rid of this annoying little shit. There we go. And then we're gonna just attack him straight. Because we don't have a lot of damage that we can deal directly to this thing. Aldor Peacekeeper. Wasn't expecting that. I mean, I do know that the card's in the game, so I knew it existed. I just didn't expect it to come out. Yeah, that is a Paladin exclusive card, so I suppose I should have kind of expected it. We are doing damage at the very least, and we do have a Frost Nova in our pocket. Next turn, we could Fire Blast that thing. Not gonna get the chance. Well, we can still Fire Blast it and get rid of it off the board. Play with the map a little bit. And he's gonna get rid of it off the field, and he's gonna play it again, isn't he?
Follow the rules.
Yes, he is. Son of a bitch. Poke that. Deal damage to it. And then attack straight. And we do have a Vaporize, so if we get attacked, it will instantly destroy his minion. We do have a health advantage. Not so much a board advantage, but we are surviving. And he definitely has a card advantage. Cult Master. Not exactly what I wanted to see. Aha. At this point, we might have to play for time, which we can do. Play the Auctioneer. And then let's freeze everybody. Which gives us our Arcane Intellect. Which is very much useless to us right now. But we do have all of his units frozen. Yeah, we can play that next turn, which will give us 3 cards, assuming he does not kill the Auctioneer. We are in a dangerous situation.
I'll put it on your tab.
Frickin' Ancient Brewmaster, just like the Youthful Brewmaster, but I'm getting pissed off. That guy needs to go. Deals 3 damage to all enemy units. That'll get rid of everything on his side of the board. Except for the Brewmaster. But that's fine. Should have played my Arcane Intellect first. I'm an idiot. We want another... No. You know what? That's just fine. That's fine. It's fine. Attack straight. We're holding on. We're currently in the lead. We're in a better position than he is. That board clear, it saved our asses. It saved our asses.
Whoops.
Yeah, we did screw that up a little bit.
You call that a weapon?
Please tell me you're gonna make a
Reporting for duty.
foolish mistake and attack straight through. Please tell me that's what's gonna happen here.
Give me a quest.
Questing Adventurer.
What you want?
Give it a +1/+1. Then we can do a Raid Leader to buff it up even further. That thing's gonna become very quickly nasty, as you can see. And then deal some damage. Now he is gonna have to go through our Frostwolf Grunt. So there is that. It's not gonna kill this, it will kill this. Crap. And now he's probably gonna sacrifice the Dark Iron Dwarf to get rid of my Adventurer. He doesn't know what my card is yet. Yeah.
I'm flying!
Reckless Rocketeer. This is one of those times where that card would be useful. But there are far more useful things that you can do with a lot more cards, which is why I didn't take one. Alright, so we've got a Dread Corsair and the Shattered Sun Cleric. And then we're gonna do 1 damage to that. Not that it matters, it's still gonna destroy our Corsair. But it's better than doing nothing. Kinda wonder what he has in his hand.
The gates are open.
Lord of the Arena! Small degree, well, I wouldn't really say irony, but
Reporting for duty.
we can get rid of that Silverhand Recruit. Damn. That's all I have to say to that. Damn. He played that well. We won't be able to freeze all of them. But that is enough to get rid of that. Let's keep the Cleric on the field instead of sacrificing it to the Lord.
Bring me steel.
Master Swordsmith, at the end of your turn, give another friendly minion
Reporting for
1
duty.
attack. Which went to the Silverhand Recruit. Alright, play the Cult Master.
Push
And then we're gonna get rid of this guy. A little bit of card draw here. We get the Gurabashi Berserker. Now he's probably gonna, yeah, if he has any sense, that's what he's gonna do. True Silver Champion, not the worst card. That's actually a very decent card.
Reporting for duty.
We're gonna have to play our Berserker. Fireball. What do we want to use this on? Alright, play the Berserker. Deal a little bit damage to bring it up to 5. It's going to be a pain in the butt for him to get rid of. He has nothing trade straight for it, and he gets stronger every time. That dealt 5 damage to him. It's going to go up to 4.
Shields up!
Give adjacent units taunt. That's kind of a pain in the ass.
Reporting for duty.
Where's our other Blizzard? Arcane Intellect. Archmage and Voodoo Doctor. Archmage is a very decent card. Is it what we want to play right now? Get rid of you. Voodoo Doctor it up. And then poke you. True Silver Champion's gonna get rid of the Voodoo Doctor. This is a very close match. It's been very tight. I've made some misplays. I don't know if it would have put us in a better position to have done it right. What I really need is with my next card is my other Blizzard.
Reporting for duty.
which it very well could be. Nope, it's a flame strike.
I'm sorry.
There we go. And then we have the Archmage.
For the crusade!
Scarlet Crusader, pretty decent. And then he's gonna reinforce.
Reporting for duty.
So he very well could get rid of our Archmage. But
Are you ready for this?
Shall not fall.
we're in a much better position than we used to be. We still might win it. 3, 4, and then 8. But then I'll have to contend with all of our cards. And then whatever we draw next round. It's going to heal him a little bit, but not enough. Guardian of Kings, which heals for 6. That is a very powerful creature. Deal 1 damage to all enemy minions.
Remember, kill for loss.
Attack straight. He's going to deal 5 damage to us, and there isn't much we can do about it. I forget what our last 2 cards are. All straight down to the wire. He has way more cards than I do. Booty Bay Bodyguard, which is exactly what he needed right there. Taunts.
Reporting for duty.
I'm almost out of cards.
Yeah, I know we're almost out of cards. And the Mana Worm, definitely not helping. I'm going to play this through. I probably shouldn't. It is kind of a foregone conclusion at this point.
Remember, kill for loss.
I think the other card's a Flame Strike. In fact, no. What is the other card? Yep, we've lost. Right?
I'm out of
Can you do one?
cards.
No, it's a Blizzard. Which, we're going to take 1 damage next turn. So, we have lost this. Well played. Yeah, we take damage every single time we try to draw. That was a good match. Came down to the very end. I'm not ashamed of losing that one. And then we brought our wizard, our mage, up to the next level. So we are now level 10 with the mage. We are no longer a rookie with the mage. Alright. Let's play another match, shall we?